Good, you're back. Well, what did Mallory have to say? Is the amulet authentic? The Elder Council? Oh, now that explains quite a bit. Motier, you naughty, naughty boy. Hiring the Dark Brotherhood to help you rise beyond your station. Delicious. Was Mallory willing to buy the amulet? Splendid. Then we're ready to begin. Or, more specifically, you're ready to begin. After all, you're the one the Night Mother spoke to. Now then, I hope you have something nice to wear, because you're going to a wedding. Well, more like the public reception. It should be a lovely affair. You'll mingle with the guests, eat some cake, stab the bride. Oh yes, you've got to kill the bride at her wedding. And they say romance is dead. Her name is Vittoria Vici. She oversees the East Empire Company's business holdings in Solitude. The wedding is being held in that city, at the Temple of the Divines. Her death will cause an uproar, which is exactly what we want. Vici is likely to address her guests frequently, as is the wedding custom. Kill her when she does that, and I promise you a significant bonus. Now go, and give my best to the bride. Off to Solitude with you. Time to give the Emperor some real motivation to visit Skyrim.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak with me.
can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Svar, you need to go home.
You betrayed us!
Go home and stay there until your mother...
Lock the city gate.
Traitor!
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Need something?
Typical Imperial rot. You speak of Skyrim like you know the land. No, it's people. You're from Cyrodiil. You know nothing about us. Nothing.
Now, fella, let's not get too close to my new bride, eh?
I know those troublemaking
This wedding is
stormcloaks
boring.
refuse
I wish
to
they had
submit
jugglers.
to Imperial authority.
Long as I stay out of the way, the gods don't seem to care about me
Why,
being
it's
here.
treason.
And when the elves marched into your beloved Cyrodiil, and everyone took up arms against them, wasn't that treason? Against the Dominion, huh?
Why, that's not the same thing at all.
Vittoria did pretty well for
Dominion were
herself.
invaders, conquerors.
Not a bad
We had to fight them to preserve our own way of life.
My point
When my aunt got
exact.
married, they had a cake that was 3 feet tall. I got really sick that day. I heard Vittoria V. Not really. It's just a bunch of elders standing around looking important. I wish something exciting would happen. Sure, whatever you say. Bye.
I've eaten more in the last 2 hours than I have in the last 2 weeks. A man opens a gate and they cut his head off? Doesn't seem right to me.
I still think my boy should have had a traditional Nord wedding. Outside, in the cool mountain air.
Good people of Solitude. My husband Aesgeir and I thank you for coming to our reception. We thank you for sharing the love we have for each other. Today, the problems of Skyrim are not my problems, nor are they yours.
Victoria! No! Astrid ordered you to
Order the Jarl. Stop right there.
use a hand when the chaos erupted. I'll try and hold him off as best I can. You get back to the sanctuary.
A stretch in the castle dower dungeon will straighten you right out.
When you get bored, stranger.
The news is everywhere. Vittoria Vici, the Emperor's cousin, butchered at her own wedding. Well done. Let's see His Eminence try to ignore this. With Vici's murder, you've started us down a path the Dark Brotherhood hasn't traveled in centuries. The assassination of an emperor. And now your reward. A unique spell to summon a legend of the Dark Brotherhood. His soul serves us now in death, as his body once did in life. Ah, and of course, a bonus for killing Vici while she addressed her guests as instructed. Gold. Simple and pure. Spend it as you will. Now then, Time to proceed to the next stage of the plan. Go and speak with Gabriella. She's been helping me arrange your next contract.